Okay, so this live is going to be experimental and yet will serve its purpose at the same time. Uh, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed. It means the world to me because this is a new station for me. Where can I put you? I don't know. Let me see. Let's see if y'all can share the space. Can you share the space? Oh no. Okay, that works. She might fall, but it'd be all right. Okay. So this live is to do a few things. One, to test the quality of the lives. I have never gone live on YouTube. I have always worked on other platforms throughout the years. Every time I tried to build a frequency on YouTube, it was shut down because it was not time. And so I was very successful on Facebook and I've had very good success on TikTok. Okay. So, yeah, like I was saying, I thank you for your subscriptions, joining the Team Quantum Healing. That's what this is about with past lives. I have done much more than just past lives. I'm an energetic mentor. I mean, so I'm an ancient one. I'm an ancient soul, and I'm not for everyone. So when I do hold a live, it's not for hundreds and thousands of people. It's typically just for a few. And this I understand because they not like us. They not like us. Like it's not a whole bunch of us running around. So I don't expect for there to be a bunch of people in my lives or like so forth. So the winner of the drawing, and that was for when I reached 50 subscribers, I would do a free reading and I'll come up with another incentive. I love winning shit. Okay. Winning stuff is cool. So we'll do another one. But I am uber excited because, like I said, it's my first time going live. And when I am live, you will have the opportunity to book your own past life session at a discounted rate. You just got to let me know. I also don't know how any of the shit on here works. Like, y'all can't see it, but like there's icons and things of that nature. Like for example, I don't even know if you can hear me right now, and I've been live for 3 minutes. So if you can hear me, comment. Yeah, I can hear you, or something. You know, because I don't even know where the comments go. This is brand new platform for me. Me and my services, dirt old. Okay. I am made up of the sun, the moon, and the stars. And so I typically attract those who are star seeds, who are well seasoned healers, who are grid workers, who are those who consider themselves chosen. And like I said, that's never a lot. So my spaces are very intimate, it's a very high frequency. Oh, hold on. Look at that. And that's confirmation. Alrighty, y'all. So I'm back. That was confirmation. Like, knock, knock. So, yeah, my spaces are for those who have done a bajillion reincarnations. Okay, like I'm not here at 444 of my timestamp. I'm not here to convince you that you've been here before. You already know the shit. Okay, like I'm here because I'm an oracle, and there aren't many of us, and there aren't many of us reincarnated gods and goddesses. Okay, so if you stay, it's because there's a part of you that gets activated when you're in my energy. It just happens that way. When you know who you are, and you know who you are, and you know who you are, you understand how things work. Okay. So I am going to get started. Mhm. And we are going to pull, I've already notified the winner of this past life session. I've already told her. So she's either watching or about to text me that she's watching or whatever, because whoop, whoop, you won. If you want to get an idea of what a past life session is like, then you're more than welcome to stay. And if you would like your own session, then you can comment and I'll give you like directions on how to do that. If you'd rather book and receive it at a later date, that's different. You can go to my channel. Hold on. You can go to my channel, two phones, and I gotta figure out how the comments work. What is this? I'm gonna push a button. I don't know what's gonna happen. Highlight, save to your channel. Okay, I don't know what that means. Where? Okay. Oh, here it is. Is this the comments? Chat filter, top messages. Okay, so if I had comments, they would go there. Show every message. Okay, boom. All right, let me know where I'm around here. Oh, look, it's me. Okay, y'all. My inner child is live. Okay, she is very much so vibrant. Okay, so you go to my station. Boop. No, not my live. Okay, you go to my station, and right under my station is a link on the channel. That is where you can find things like that journal and like the oracle deck that we're about to use, and to book your past life reading. If I'm live and you would like to book your reading, you just need to put a comment below. I'll give you your discounted rate because I can do that. And then you'll send it either via Cash App or PayPal. So without further ado, I've already blessed the deck. And this is for the subscriber who was randomly drawn from the 50 subscribers. We're going to look into a past life. We're going to give you an opportunity, because just because I can tell you about a past life doesn't mean that you will take advantage of it. It could just be like a cute story and then you're like, yeah, okay, I'll just go on with my life. Or you will take the time to integrate said changes. Okay, so that's up to you. Oh, and another reason why this live helps me is because I believe it's recording and I believe I can post it afterwards, which means it's easier for me to post videos that are longer than 15 minutes. When I post the longer readings on the station, I have to pause, shuffle, travel through time, come back, and like regurgitate. This is like live. Okay. So past lives, once again, we are using the People, Places, and Things past life healing deck. It is one of the 4 oracle decks that I have created throughout my moments in time. I liked the past life deck that was offered by Doreen. I think it was her. It was like when Doreen's decks were like the only ones out there. And she had a nice past life deck. And then another one came out. But for me, I had to put them both together in order to get an accurate fold out, to get an accurate depiction or past life recollection. With these, I can get what I need: people, places, and things. I get a time era that is the focus of the lifeline, and then the characters in more detail and the things that may have happened in more detail. Okay, so let's see what era this is for our subscriber who won. Ooh, interesting. Mongol, China. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're a history buff. Most of us are, who enjoy our ancient selves, Mongol China. So, my first suggestion, just to be able to receive downloads, not even receive them, these are ones that you already have. So, to unlock and unarchive the downloads, go to YouTube, do your due diligence, and look up, the rise and fall of the Mongol China. Who were the major characters? What were the major times, pivotal situations within the Mongol China? You will find that as you watch this, your chakras start to light up. And what I mean is, you start to get triggered either within a certain area of your body, or you may see about a situation and cry. And that is because you were more than likely there. Okay? It is so cool when you do this, but this is a part of quantum healing. Okay, okay? All right, so let's look at the people who were involved in your lifeline in Mongol China. They were seen as very barbaric, but I guess like anybody who wasn't Rome or of a certain religion, they often looked at those others as barbaric. But who's to say that they were civilized, kind of a deal? Okay. Mongols were very in tune with, they lived like indigenous, but they were tough as hell. When I say they were tough as hell, you may have like a little, I don't want to call it, let's say rough around the edges. There may be a part of you that will be like, I will oh, check that out. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, okay. We have settlers and scapegoat. Okay. We do not put the story all together when we first draw for past lives. It doesn't work like that. You have to get enough of the snippets of, it's like third eye film, and then the film starts to come together. Ooh, wow. Wait. Hold the phone. This is not even supposed to be here. This is supposed to be over here with Mongol China, okay? Because it's a place or an era. So check this out. Ancient Egypt. Now I know you because I've done lives here and here. Okay, remember we've pretty much done them all, but there's a few that want to be addressed so that you can detangle. So ancient Egypt, this is really super, really super, really super relevant. Okay. At 1331, it was like a mirror on my timestamp. Okay. So yes, you were in ancient Egypt. You also, so what happens is when you get to like this, especially when this mother sucker comes out of nowhere, okay, and a pile don't even belong in, this is where you were first. And then that whatever cycle of energy that we addressed happened here and it was not healed. So when you came over to this reincarnation, it happened again. And now that you're in another cycle here in this avatar state, it's happening again. Okay. Wowzers. Okay. So we're going to put this here and here. Thank you, Kuan Yin, for letting me use your face. Okay, so back on to people. I'm going to get a few more characters. Scientist. This makes so much sense for ancient Egypt. Like they were um, experts at so much that we can't even wrap our minds around. You were a part of that community. Strangers came out. Very interesting. So we have scientists, settlers, scapegoat, strangers. I'm going to get a couple things now. Yes, I Vanna Whited the Oracle deck. Yes, I did. Oh, wow. That is Sideways, family warfare. We know where this was prevalent everywhere. Okay, everywhere. Because just your status in society mattered in all of these other past lives, family warfare ran rampant. Okay, so we'll put this down here. Now, this one that flew out by its side says death by fire and no childhood grew up too fast. So when the story expounds, we'll look into what else that is. Persecuted for your beliefs. I could see that too, especially with Mongol China. I feel like this settlers, these are people that came to your land. These are people that came to your land in Mongol, China. They they were strangers, okay, but I also feel like they were looking for something. I mean, back then, expeditions happened all the time. They were always seeking out something because everything was brand spanking new and everything was quote unquote undiscovered. So I do feel like these settlers were looking for something. They were seeking something, especially from you guys. You guys were tough. It could have been anything. It could have been tactics of war. It could have been spices. It could have been fabric. It could have been animals. It could have been agriculture. It could have been herbs and herbology. Okay. But they were strangers to the land. Okay. So they came over to y'all looking for something. And they came over there thinking that everything they knew was a little bit better than yours. Uh, I don't feel like this was like a Christ thing. I feel like this was like Roman gods versus Mongolian gods. So this was not like, you should be Christian. This is not then. This is before then, before Christ. But they still feel like they were superior. Okay, hands down. So these strangers came to your land and was like, oh, y'all doing it all the way wrong, even though we're here to discover something that y'all doing. Okay, what else do we have? Ooh. Wowzers. Oh, shiznit. Dark lifeline. Wow. So you were not nice. And no shade, but hence the barbarian. Like you ain't like these mofos at all. You were like, who the flip are these flipping folks? So yes, oh my goodness, I see you. When I pause, y'all, it's because I'm here and there. Yeah. You were like, yes, please enjoy some YouTube on early Mongolian. You may have to put religion or spiritual practices because you were the shaman or a shaman, and everybody knew he was nice. But when these settlers came here, when these strangers arrived, they pulled out a whole nother you, skull and bones. Okay, especially since they wanted to study y'all. You were like completely offended, completely offended. Now, this family warfare, I feel like, is because, some people were like, yeah, we should let them in. They want to study us because we're better than them. And then you were like, no, I see through all of their malarkey. Don't fall for the funk at 2002, another mirror. So you did not agree with your family about letting them in. Oh man, this one is becoming much clearer now. We're gonna get some more before we go diving into that. Oh, where did you come from? This one was flipped up. Twin flames. This is not cute, y'all, because look at the fire. Why? Twin flames was face up, so we will keep it out. It's not been placed in any particular situation yet. Wow. Okay. Uh, singer, performer, composer. I believe that when you were in your dark lifeline, you sang. Picture the like you sang incantations and so forth. So picture the Native Americans, how they have their very beautiful native songs. That was you. Um, I feel like this got you in trouble though, and I don't mean trouble like ooh you want punishment. I mean like it got you in trouble. Like they didn't know what you were saying in your incantations. You know, not many people did, even the people from your area. But I feel like you got you got them. You got these settlers, and they blamed you for it. Oh, look at that! It's true love out here. Oh man. So we'll put that with twin flame. Yeah, I can tell that already. This was I don't usually do reversed or not, but this was not a victorious round for you and your twin. They were too different. Your twin was too different. Your twin was amongst these strangers. So it's very likely that you don't sing as often as you should this lifeline. Um, so if we bring it forward to quantum healing, humming and singing would be healing for you. And I don't mean just like, oh, I feel better. I mean like going into the DNA and untagging some trauma because you're actually singing now and singing your own songs, freestyling, maybe writing a short little sonnet, a song or something like that. Because everything that you sang, you had your own language, but I'm telling you, you, oh my God, Adele, uh, what is that song? Set Fire to the Rain just played in my head. And I do not listen to Adele, but that's a beautiful song. And that's what I see. Yeah, they were scared of you, yo. And you were scared of them. So this did not make for a good combination. You were very fearful of these strangers because if some of the family thought that the information that they was bringing was beneficial, then that was completely in opposition to what you taught. You know, you held down tradition, you held down the culture, like the ancient language. So to see these new folks come in, build up an encampment, and then talk shit about your way of life, you know, was complete blasphemy to you. You were offended. And your twin was one of these folks. Okay. So your opportunity in this lifeline was to do something different, um, to be more. what's it called? Lenient with your beliefs. So in this lifeline, you may not be attached to one particular religion. You may embrace all of them because your soul held too tightly in this one to one religion. Okay. And it worked for you. You held a lot of power and status within the community, and everyone came to you for solutions that couldn't be solved because you were magical. But uh, pride, I don't feel like it was anger. Oh, fear, duh, Pam. It was fear. Fear and like, it was like knowing that it was like being a CD player or a pager, and you know that this damn cell phone's coming out. So if I'm a pager, ain't gonna be no more peep me 911. I'm gonna be extinct. You felt that coming. And even if that was the way that creator was creating, you know, you fought it tooth and nail because you were the old way. You lived by the old ways, everything about it. Okay. And so let's go ahead back to this fire. Where's Twin at? You sang a little song, sang a little song because he was a part of the settlers. That was your opportunity. Your twin was a part of this new set, and it was your opportunity to have true love. Okay. Seeing your face, I just see that you feel like you were uh, enchanted. They must be doing their own enchantments because I feel a connection to this person. Okay. But they were very different and they lived very differently. So you were not, you were rejecting true love and accepting fear and moving by fear because you didn't want to be played out, for lack of better words. It was exactly what was going to happen. You, your beliefs, your way of life was going to be played out. And you knew the value of holding on to um, culture, tradition. But everybody else was like, yo, but look at this cool ish they're bringing, yo. They brought this and they brought that and they brought these seeds. We don't have this stuff. They've got to be cooler. Why can't you just, where's that family card? Why can't you just accept, like, we need to integrate the old with the new and get rid of some old stuff? Oh, by the way, your stuff is the old stuff. Isn't that crazy? You were like, what? Villain. What? How dare you? Okay? How dare you? I'm cutting the goat up tonight just because, just so I can get rid of this problem. Oh wow. So you may have a intolerance to eating meat. And it's not because of what it tastes like, it's because you sacrificed animals, not people, but animals, yes. So the blood from meat may, you may abhor it this lifeline. You may be like, I don't want to see nothing that looks like it was walking or breathing. And that's the soul. Oh, wow. That's so cool. I just saw karmic debt paid run across my third eye. You were recouping and paying back karma for uh, sacrificing those animals, cows, goats, chickens. You see the skull? Don't play. Just not people. So you may detest meat. Um, and like I said, it's because you can literally smell the blood, even if it's chicken nuggets. Like, I was just saying, your soul is so sensitive to that that it rejects it. Okay, so you may have a very plant-based lifeline. This lifeline, you may be very religiously open because you held on so tightly in this one. Like this, you were the religion. Like it all revolved around me, bitches. But you chose that over love. So in this lifeline, uh, your twin may be of a completely different culture and a completely different part of the world, which is crazy. I'm scratching my crown as I say that. Okay, so let's get back to what you did to these homies, including your twin. You're like, oh yeah, y'all trying to come around here and snuff me out. Oh yeah, that's why I got cut off on a tangent because I saw you cutting up the goat. Okay, you sacrificed the goat and did your incantations, and the next day, you know, there was a fire. That's why I didn't think this was you. This wasn't you. Set fire to the flame. So yeah, I mean, like a strike of lightning, you may have a very, very, very real connection with weather. Like the weather reflects how you feel this lifeline. Okay, like this right here, it was a strike of lightning came down, middle of the night, and a whole settlement caught on fire. And you're at the top of the hill, like fucking chuckling this shit. That's so bad. Yep. So they had to leave. But you didn't realize you were sending away your twin. So you and your twin, and it looks like two different lifelines, have never been close enough or intimate. And that doesn't mean sexual, it just means you haven't been close enough to feel that ring that happens with your heart chakra when you come into contact with your twin. Um, which is interesting because you still reincarnate with your twin. You just, you guys are like, you have to quote unquote pay back these karmic debts, both of you apparently, to get closer and closer to one another. Excuse me. And you've been doing a great job, but um, even though you have these things that you're doing to absolve or neutralize the energy that happened in these prior lives, you can't become chained to them because we are still star seed at 333, 3303 on the timestamp. You right, exactly. You cannot entrap yourself, okay, and these things that you think you have to do forever. Like at some point, you're able to do whatever it is that you want. Okay. At some point, you don't, um, like, you don't have to be very strict about what it is that you don't do because of what you did, and vice versa. So, as a part of past life healing, we also look into, ooh, cashew burgers. Look at that. Yeah, boy. This is abundance. This is the harvest. Woo, 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 woo. We like this card. Yes, it does indicate the fall, but it also indicates a time of harvest. So it could very well be sooner than the fall. So, putting it all together, because you have honored certain things that your soul decided that it would and would not do with this avatar, you're able to come into harvest, aka the diet, aka the non-conformity and acceptance of all religions. Recommendations would be to sing more. Even if you only write one song and sing your own frequency. It's very different than singing someone else's song. Okay. Um, Even if it's just, something short, a little ditty that's, if it's your words, it's your frequency. That is a must because that'll bring about, that'll release a lot of guilt that you have for singing that ditty and then causing a whole fire, forcing them out. And some of them didn't make it, so there's some underlying guilt on your soul for that. But if you sing, you'll bring that joy back in and be able to release the vibration of guilt. Okay, so time of harvest is approaching. um, mhm. Reflection. um, This is about looking into your past. So you may rewind this video and think about, like, oh, wow, she said that. And I definitely do go along. Like taking inventory of how, like, you, you haven't really paralleled the things that you've chosen with this avatar with the healing from the past life. Once you sit and you parallel, okay, my diet is like this because of that lifeline, is transmuted. Oh, I am acceptance of I'm accepting of all religions. And so it's not just because I'm a free spirit, it's because I'm paralleling it with that timeline. Transmute. I'm going to write this song and sing more because I feel guilty about what my songs did before. Transmute. So look back and parallel these things, because only with recognition in the mind, okay, can your soul dissolve it. Only with awareness can that energy be dissolved. And I don't know if this question is in the back of your mind or what, but because it keeps repeating in my mind, um, there's a possibility you and your twin will come into contact in the physical, this lifeline, but there's also a possibility that you won't. And guess what? That's okay. I think one of the misconceptions is how serious unions are and the amount of work that needs to be done as a soul, both of you, in order for unions to happen, especially if you're still working through karmic lessons. It's okay. You don't want to rush karmic lessons. You want them to dissolve with neutrality so that you do not have to do it again. Okay? So you and your twin may just be friends this lifeline, um, and so forth. Uh, there are also high level soulmates that we have the pleasure of having relationships with after we are completed with our karmic lessons. So there's no pressure there. People are completely misconstruing that. Look at this. He was just sitting at the bottom of the table. Archangel Gabriel. And as we know, this is about creativity. You see the little instrument. Okay. This is also about that singing vibration that I was talking about. You don't have to let anybody hear it, but offering that frequency out to the universe does something that releases the flag, that holds down the potentiality of your vibration from going up higher. That was a mouthful, but this was delightful. So if you guys enjoyed that, please remember to book your own past life reading session. I may go live with it, or I may do a pre recorded session and post it to the page. Who knows? Depends on how I feel. But I'm going to end this live. I'm going to do some pre recorded videos for the day. And I look forward to connecting with whomever is ready for quantum healing. We are super, super, super proud of you for taking the steps to dissolve and heal whatever needs to be transmuted so that you can actually and factually access 5D. Because you may think you're there, but you are not. Trust me, you're not. Okay? A lot of the feminines are still laying the grid work for 5D. So you may be there in the etheric, but not the physical yet. We need you to also get there on the physical. You cannot do that if you have lower timelines even unbeknownst to you, anchoring you down. So you bring them to your realization by studying your past lives. You transmute them by paralleling that energy, and then you go up higher. All right, y'all. It's been real. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'm going to see what I need to do to end the live now because I've never gone live. So I got to figure out like how to actually stop it. Let's see. Oh, that ain't it. What about this? This is probably just how to share it. Yep. Yep. What about the X? Yes.